Maybe a wild take, but hear me out. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 has become the most awarded game ever with 436 awards. And I see a lot of posts people make like top 11 games with most awards, like top 20 most awarded games of all time and stuff. And some have been saying it dethroned Elden Ring, which previously held the record at a lower amount of awards. And this is why I wanted to throw my 2 cents about the situation. First of all, to clarify, I don't want to take anything from Expedition 33. If it's a great game, it's a great game, and I believe all the awards are well deserved, and congrats to them. The only thing that confuses me is the way people compare games this way. The amount of outlets giving awards grows every single year. So for example, The Witcher 3 was released more than 10 years ago and it got 281 awards. And throughout the years, the amount of podcasts, blogs, websites giving the awards grew. Together with that, the amount of types of nominations also increased, like best indie game, best graphics, best story, etc. There will be even more outlets in the future, and saying that the games that come out in the future are better than the games coming out now just because they got more awards is just pointless. For example, here they say it on IGN. Not all award years are equal, of course. The number of awards will depend upon the number of outlets, organizations publishing a Game of the Year winner. And this list includes awards given not just by gaming press, but also newspapers, radios, podcasts, and more. But it's nonetheless a testament to Clair Obscur Expedition 33's impact. Again, nothing against the game, but you see the point. There's another moment. Look at this. God of War and Red Dead Redemption 2 in the same list. You wonder why it's a different point? These two games, Red Dead Redemption 2 and God of War from 2018, came out in the same year. So they basically split awards. Of course, there's competition every year, but what if God of War was released in 2018 and RDR2 in 2017, for example? They would most certainly take different spots in the list. So how do you compare them then? But hey, if you critique, you at least gotta try to give a solution, right? So the idea is to compare the percentages relatively to total amount of awards each year. For example, if The Witcher 3 comes out in 2015 and we know that there are only 300 outlets giving awards, it's gonna have like what, 90% of awards rate, right? Then we take Uncharted 4: A Thief's End with 190 awards, and we know that there are, for example, 200 outlets giving awards that year. Then we may realize that in this list, these two games are actually closer to each other. Still, this would not be as perfect anyways. Another option is to have a fixated amount of outlets that give game awards every single year. Have, for example, 10 giving 10 awards each year. So in total, it would be 100, and we know that out of 100, for example, certain game got 60 awards. Make one of them for official critics and the rest for players voting. But yeah, this is what I basically wanted to yap about after I saw it on the internet. Let me know what you guys think.